Oh, hello. Didn't see you there. I was just taking my daily 2-year nap. Now that I'm awake, I would like to talk about something a lot of people can relate to. Pokemon that I like, but Game Freak does not. What do I mean by this? This can apply to any Pokemon that is either really good, but is outshined by statistically better Pokemon, are lacking in many departments that could easily be fixed, or are just plain bad. Or Game Freak just treats them like the middle child. Flygon. You know him, you love him, or you like him.
Before we end, is there anything you'd like to discuss?
How about the fact that
Like Flygon. It might be easier to track down every person in the world that genuinely dislikes Flygon. In fact, tell me why you don't like Flygon in the comments below. I like Flygon. He's cute yet menacing at the same time. It felt rewarding obtaining this Pokemon because of how awkward Trapinch and Vibrava are to use in battle. Trapinch has this obscenely large attack stat and nothing else. Vibrava is middling in everything, and by the time you reach level 45, you should be fighting the last gym leader. But hearing that powerful cry and seeing that badass sprite makes the grind worth it. From all its Pokédex entries, it sounds like it would have Sandstream like Tyranitar, but it's fine that it doesn't. The red and green color scheme it has going on is downright perfect. His shiny variant even reminds me of Invincible. They got the blue, they got the goggles, and the world they live in wants to see them suffer. Flygon has a solid stat spread of 100 in attack and speed, and 80 in everything else, making it a formidable threat to steel and rock types. It's quad weak to ice, but so is nearly every other fully evolved dragon in Gen 3. It learns excellent coverage moves like Earthquake, Rock Slide, Hidden Power, and Fire Blast. Its move pool isn't perfect since it can't learn electric and ice moves like Dragonite and Kingdra, and its lack of a decent flying move is pretty apparent with something with fly in the name. Seriously, it didn't even learn Aerial Ace in Gen 3, and I shit you not, some sets run Choice Band Gust so it can take out Breloom and Heracross. Yeah, Gust. It does get Levitate, so it has a ground immunity, just like the other dragons. Its unique typing of Dragon Ground ensures that nobody is jacking Flygon's style, and it will remain a unique type. Oh no. Here we have new Flygon. How about better Flygon?
What? Those are terrible names!
Ooh, maybe jealous?
Flygon. I get that Garchomp is supposed to have better stats because it's a pseudo-legendary, and Flygon isn't, but like, did it have to have equal to greater stats in everything? It's even better than Flygon and random shit like the Rumble series. Like, it couldn't have less special attack? It doesn't feel right that Garchomp's Fire Blast hits as hard as Flygon's. Speaking of moves, here's every move that Garchomp has in Gen 4 that Flygon doesn't. The most notable one here is definitely Swords Dance because Flygon has 0 good setup moves until Gen 7 gave it Dragon Dance. But we'll talk about later gens soon. But at least Flygon has these moves compared to Chompino. Garchomp may not have reliable recovery, unlike Flygon, but I guess it doesn't matter because your ass is always getting outsped and dying to Outrage. But of course, Garchomp is banned in OU, so at the very least, Flygon still does pretty well in the tier being ranked around stuff like Dragonite. So, life's cool. I'll mention Gen 5 for a little bit because I don't really have much to say except I love its sprite a lot and why the hell does it not have a hidden ability? For whatever reason, if your only ability was Levitate, you were not allowed to have a hidden ability. go look for yourself. Bronzong and Bronzor are the only Pokemon that get Levitate and another ability. I don't get it. Giratina Origin Form doesn't have a hidden ability, but regular Giratina does. It's a weird phenomenon that occurs with every Levitate Mon except the Coughing line post Gen 7. I guess being immune to ground is that important, ooh. Meanwhile, Garchomp got Rough Skin, which only added an extra layer on how you can use it. And as for moves, Flygon got jack shit. You can use Incinerate, which is just bad Bug Bite. Garchomp got Hone Claws, which I guess is bad Swords Dance, but it does make your Dragon Rushes more accurate, I guess.
We had a good thing, you stupid son of a bitch.
But Gen 6 is where Flygon fans got the biggest slap in the face. Everyone knows Mega Evolutions are cool as fuck, but who knows what Game Freak's thinking? Mega Mawile, Lopunny, Kangaskhan, Beedrill, and Pidgeot will remain some of my favorites as they turn dogshit Pokemon into genuine menaces to society. And it's fine they give Charizard and Mewtwo 2 Megas because they are popular and they want to make money. But why in the love of God did Garchomp get a Mega? And why is it actually worse than its base form? Perchance. It is weird that Chomp and T-Tar got Megas despite being the most powerful pseudos, while the rest have fallen off a little or are desperately seeking a drop of power creep. But what does this have to do with Flygon? Well, as the ultimate middle finger, these guys got Megas. Notice something? Altaria, Salamence, the Lati twins, and Rayquaza are all dragons introduced in Hoenn. Even Sceptile got a secondary dragon type. So why did Flygon not get a Mega? Because now it seems deliberate. Somebody at Game Freak really fucking hates Flygon for some godforsaken reason. And they like to tease players too because it got shit like Bug Buzz and Boom Burst. Two very powerful special moves that aren't as threatening as they should be because you hit like Glalie. Your only way of boosting that middling special attack is if you hit the 10% Omni boost on Silverwind. So the answer is you can't boost your special attack. Too bad. Fuck you. Now I'm not saying Flygon is useless because you still have a fast defog and U-turn user with electric, ground, and spikes immunity. Later gens would even give it more coverage with First Impression, Alluring Voice, and Dual Wing Beat. It can even set up rocks like Garchomp in Gen 9. But the sad reality is, who cares? Flygon is so incredibly underwhelming compared to all of the new and powerful stuff coming out in every gen. This thing needs like Quiver Dance if Game Freak wants to make it more powerful, or maybe they should go back to giving old Pokemon stat buffs like they used to. Or maybe the new Legends game will give it the Mega he deserves. And I think we all know the answer.
No.